Harris versus Marcin Tybura. So you'll notice that Marcin Tybura, he actually fought Augustus Sakai. He lost to Augustus Sakai, however, bouncing back. Marcin's going to be fighting against Walt Harris. Now, Walt Harris is also bouncing back as well. Marcin Tybura, after fighting Augustus Sakai, who we just spoke about, is going to be fighting Josino Rosenstrike. Marcin Tybura is on a 4-fight win streak after losing to Augustus Sakai. Doing very, very well. 3 of those going to decision. His last win actually was against Greg Hardy, and he knocked him out. He last fought in December of last year, so it'll be interesting for Walt Harris since he also fought early this year, I believe, against Alistair Overeem. Was it not? Interesting to see how that goes for Walt Harris since he's had a little bit of bad luck as of late.
Yeah, I feel like this is going to be a bit of a not clean cut, but I feel like this could go towards Marcin's side because Walt Harris lost to Alistair Overeem and Volkov, both by punches and by knockout. Marcin Tybura, he sort of bounced back really well, like you said, against Augustus Sakai. But also, Marcin Tybura is younger, with more experience. Walt Harris is actually older, with less experience.
Yeah, and he's had a little bit of difficult situation with his last fights.
Yeah.
And I think that was after him losing his stepdaughter. I think his stepdaughter, there was a awful kidnapping incident that happened. Unfortunately, she passed away, which is really, really sad. But he looked to bounce back after that, and unfortunately, he got thrown some killers. He got thrown Alistair Overeem and Alexander Volkov, both very, very good, very, very good kickboxers, particularly, both of them actually. Volkov, really good kickboxer, as well as Overeem, very proven kickboxers, and mixed martial artists, both being former champions. So, look, those losses are not big question marks, I think, against Walt Harris. I think those are really good fighters, because prior to that, he did knock out Alexei Olenek. Look, I'm not too sure how that goes with this fight. I probably would take Marcin Tybura. I just think, he's got youth on his side. He's a little bit less in the rankings. I think he's number 11 in the rankings, whereas Walt Harris is number 8. In this fight, I think Tybura will just have to put a lot of pressure on Walt Harris. I think perhaps body strikes will be a huge factor in this fight, since last time Walt Harris, got a horrible body kick, teep to the body. It was beautiful, in fact, by Alexander Volkov, and it just dropped him down. And there was a little bit of a delay in terms of the damage of that strike. But I think Tybura, if he continues to strike to the body, he could drop down the older fighter of Walt Harris. I think Marcin Tybura could take it.
Yeah. I can't. It's not really too much to argue. Pretty much.
Do you agree? Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It's just, I just feel like everything was just now more experience, less age, better experience. Because if you think of Marcin Tybura's losses, one of them is to Derek Lewis, who probably is going to fight Francis Ngannou, who wants to fight Francis Ngannou, Fabricio Werdum, who's a legend of the sport, and yeah, I don't understand why Walt Harris is above Marcin Tybura in the rankings. So I feel that's quite strange. But here's the thing, again, if Walt Harris loses this, I reckon that's going to be a question mark next to his name, because he's that age. How much can he take?
Unfortunately, that is very true. Now, because he is 37. Now, a lot of people in the light heavyweight and the heavyweight division have a little bit more success as they're older, and become a little bit more mature and things like that. We've noticed that with particularly Jan Blachowicz.
Yeah.
I really feel that Tybura is very good in the feet, he's an M1 global Grand Prix champion, as well as a heavyweight champion. So look, with Marcin Tybura, I think he can beat Walt Harris. I think most likely he's going to have to hit to the body, just because Walt Harris is 6'5", Marcin Tybura is 6'3", and he'll have to get past long legs and a little bit longer reach. So I think with Tybura, he's going to have to smash the body in order to take down Walt Harris. Again, with Walt Harris, lovely guy. I think he's really nice.
Yeah.
But I think he maybe should take a step back in competition because Tybura is looking really good in his last couple of fights, and that's a 4-fight win streak.
Yeah.
There's a lot of momentum coming behind that.
Considering one of those wins was over Greg Hardy, who was supposed to be like some sort of a hype train, you know.
A little bit overhyped.
A little bit overhyped.
A little bit overhyped. Yeah. But I would take Marcin Tybura, and I'm going to say... I'm going to say second round TKO as well. Yeah, I reckon.
So deadly that second round, because I'm pretty sure it was the second round where Volkov got Walt Harris.
Oh, let me check that. I think you are correct. Second round.
Yeah, there you go.
It was also the second round in which he lost to Alistair Overeem as well. So there could be a thing about the second round. Second round's like that perfect little balance between like got a little bit of information in the first round. You've downloaded a little bit of their tails and their feints and things like that. And then that second round is where you've got the most amount of energy, because in the third and the fourth, and the fifth, your energy starts to sap when you've got less probability of knocking out that person. That second round is like the perfect little bit of like balance in like power and the knowledge and information you've taken from the fight.
I can't help but see this meme every time there's someone in the second round. Like, you know, when you're playing video games, you lean back and you're chilling, and then you lean forward, and then you take it very seriously.
Oh yeah.
That's what